Hello and welcome to TV Kojiko. Our program today is Municipal Matters. I'm Dave Glover, and joining me today will be Ed Carman and George Trotter of the Cobourg Highland Games. But up first we have Kelly Jessup of the Cobourg Downtown Business Improvement Area, and with her is Deborah McCarthy of the Cobourg DBIA. Welcome, ladies. Welcome to the show.
Thanks
nice to see you.
Thanks, Dave.
Now, most viewers don't know Deborah. They've probably seen her on the streets downtown and what have you, because you and your husband are frequent visitors to downtown and a number of the shops. And you know Kelly, but Kelly is going on maternity leave.
I am.
5 years with the BIA, and this is baby number one.
It is baby number one.
Are you excited?
I am very excited. Looking forward to something new and exciting and challenging in my life. Not that this isn't, but looking forward to it.
Now, Deborah is joining the DBIA. She's going to be filling your shoes for your maternity leave. And how long is that expected to last, the maternity leave? About 18 months?
I'll be taking the year. So Deborah will be on a 14-month contract with the DBIA, and we're working together now, and we'll be working together upon my return to make sure that everything goes as smoothly as possible.
Transition in and out, as it were.
That's right.
Wow, so it's brand new for you.
Brand new, but I must say it's going very well. Kelly is the consummate event planner, organizer, business manager, so she's making the transition very easy for me.
Well, it really is a lot more than just planning events, isn't it? I mean, you have
Certainly.
to deal with complaints from visitors who, I know you get calls from visitors who say they were wherever they were in the downtown, and you know, it wasn't a particularly enjoyable experience for them. And you get calls from people saying what a great experience they had as well.
Yep.
So there's a lot to the job as well. Are you finding that? Are you seeing the calls coming in? I mean, there's probably not a whole bunch of them where you try to keep people happy in the downtown.
No, for the most part, it's you know, the day-to-day business of the running of the downtown. It's you know, we have quite a bit to do with the tourism end of things. Certainly having visitation downtown is really important. So you know, beautification and maintenance, you know, the promotion of our special events, our marketing efforts, you know, things like parking and those types of things. We try to stay heavily involved in everything that has an effect on the downtown to make sure that it's a vibrant and flourishing business area.
That's it. And so you've been brought on board to make sure that that maintains its situation.
Keep it flourishing is
Exactly,
why I've been brought on
exactly.
board. And I find it a wonderful mix of, yes, planning an event, which is in my background, but also that civic mindedness, being aware of all the elements that make a vibrant community and keeping abreast and helping our members and merchants know what's going to impact them. It's a learning curve for me, but a wonderful one because, well, I believe in downtown Cobourg. I chose to move here and live here, and I just can't believe my great good fortune to be chosen to do this job.
Well, and you and your husband Cliff have been living here.
We moved September 2006, and we specifically located in downtown Cobourg. We live in the I guess it's a heritage neighborhood, and we also made a point of in our lives to shop downtown. Really, we love to do that, the uniqueness, and then you develop relationships with the merchants. So here I am wearing another hat and visiting them and saying, "Hi, it's me," and now I'm working for you, and so I'm just thrilled.
Well, let's talk a little bit about your background then, because is your background in event planning? Is it in management?
It's a mixture of things. I was the executive director of a music festival, a pretty famous one that has since retired itself, the Guelph Spring Festival. It was a classic music festival. But I was also a school trustee for my where I lived at the time, Puslinch Township, south of Guelph. And I find that mixture of yes, event planning and understanding the political process, understanding boards, and understanding all the stakeholders. I'm working on behalf of merchants, but I'm going to respond to visitors. I'm going to be aware of council. So all of that background, I think, really works well for me in this position.
Well, and it is much more than just, as I said, planning. It is you do act as an advocate on behalf of the merchants in the downtown, and I guess it's the responsibility. Well, it's been your responsibility anyway to bring the issues of them to the board, who will in turn bring it to whomever. Issues like, you know, the liquor store or relocating financial institutions out of the downtown or whatever other thing that comes up.
Yeah, basically anything that has an impact on the businesses in downtown Cobourg. Absolutely, we have a good handle on everything that happens, and you know, it's a lot of businesses. We have 250 plus members, 150 landlords, it's a large group of stakeholders to try and
really,
keep on
downtown
board.
is the largest employer in Cobourg, isn't it? When you
true.
consider the number of businesses and the number of employees at the businesses, and that's really something that you've had to shoulder as well, if you
That's
will,
right.
because dealing with that, dealing with negative backlash too from the media with all these different things. I remember the ice rink thing that was going on, and the BIA was, not particularly advocating in one direction or another, frankly, but the position was, and it came down to you on the street, and I guess you on the street now for the things that are
And
coming
assessing
along.
the impact and getting our members to understand and appreciate what these changes will cause for them.
Absolutely.
Well, I guess because everyone's in business for themselves, they're all very strong Type A personalities that you're dealing with. Everyone has their opinion, right?
It's been very interesting because this week, this is my second week, I actually delivered the newsletter to the merchants. So it was my opportunity to find where they all were and make my presence known, and I was astonished. There are 200 and almost 260 members.
Exactly.
And actually, I found a wide range of personalities. They're all delightful, and I think that's what makes downtown so vibrant. Is if we were all Type A personalities, it wouldn't work, but it does work. And it's just this diversity of people who believe in their products, want to be there, and I've just thoroughly enjoyed meeting them all this
Well,
week.
and of course, we've all loved having Kelly work for us for the last 5 years, working on our behalf, not working for us.
Very beloved.
And that's the thing, too. She doesn't work for us. She works on our behalf, which is a great thing. Because,
Depends what day of the week, I guess.
well, and one of the things that you've gotten put together, of course, is our new guide to downtown. This is the newest one that's out. I don't know if the viewers can see this when the camera zooms in on in just a moment. There we go. Unique places and smiling faces, and that's really what it is in the downtown core. There's a map for people who pick one of these up, showing where all the different streets are in downtown. Putting this together, I mean, that must have been a task in itself.
Yeah, this is the second year that we've done this guide, and we actually work with a local designer in the area to put it together, and it culminated because there was a need from the business end of things for things like a business directory or a map for the downtown or a dining directory or an events listing, and we thought instead of having multiple items, trying to cut back on budget and be conscious that way, that we would put them all into one guide, a tool, I guess, if you may, where it's useful to the visitors to downtown Cobourg in terms of tourism. All of the information you need to know if you aren't from Cobourg is located in this, and it's also a very useful handbook for people who do live in Cobourg. Contact information for all of the local businesses, information about parking and special events and road closures and those types of things.
Well, it does make it easier for planning. I mean, if we do want to make Cobourg a destination location, and we want to make sure that people know, hey, there's something to do, and this definitely helps fill in those blanks when it comes to questions like where can I eat, where can I stay.
Exactly. And we work very closely with the tourism office on this publication. It is kind of meant to be an arm's length publication from the Cobourg Tourism Guide. So certainly there's far more detail in this book than there is in the other one, but they certainly meld well together, I think, in terms of promotion for the town of Cobourg in generality, and specifically this one for downtown Cobourg.
Well, now outside of stores in the downtown and tourism, is this being marketed outside of Cobourg as well?
Absolutely, yeah. This is at 401 kiosks from the GTA down to Kingston. We have volunteers out and about in various communities handing them out for us. We mail them out based on requests that we get from individuals through our website and things like that. They're also available locally in our businesses through our tourism offices in Northumberland County Tourism. So they're quite widespread, and they were very popular last year, so we were happy to do it again this year, and we're really pleased with the product.
I know what the human being, we went through at least a box of these.
Easily.
Just people coming through, because a lot of people, day trippers, these are the people we want to attract into our downtown. Done lovely shops in the downtown as well. And this book goes through everything. It talks about the various stores you can shop for ladies and men's fashions, from Audrey's to Brockeniers to everyone down in the East End Fashion District, as we like to say.
Yeah,
right?
that's right.
All the restaurants and shops. But one of the other things it does, as you point out, it points out where and when the specific festivals that we have in the upcoming, and being that this is spring now, and then our events must be coming. Let's talk about what the first event's going to be this season.
Sure.